Hey Leo, welcome to your October reading for love and career. Welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot. I'm super happy you're here. And we're going to start with career, get messages on that, and then move on to love. Check your body, see if it resonates. If this reading is for you, hit that like button, accentuate the energy, keep it going. And if it doesn't, check out your moon sign. If you don't know what your moon sign is, I do have a link in the description box below. And it's free. You just plug in your information. You can find out your whole astrological natal chart. But it's really cool, really helpful. And then you can take that even to a professional astrologer and they can tell you about you and about your life. And yeah. All right, you guys. My sweet sunshiny Leos, what you got from me for career? All right, we're gonna take cards that want to fly out, that kind of volunteer. So you'll see them flying everywhere, you know. Sometimes they flip in the deck and that's when I kind of take them as a note, a footnote. We have out the strength. This is ruled by Leo, and it's about inner strength. It's about calling upon, you know, your ancestors, your spiritual guides, and your instincts for a situation. And we have a beautiful card out here with 10 of Pentacles. So it's big picture. Looking at your career, you might actually be in a big picture place. Usually when we find ourselves in a place where we're looking at a 10, like the 10 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles, this is like the happy ending, right? But this is long-lasting money. This is investments, how you're spending your time and energy and how that's going to pay out in your stability and value later on. So you might be at a crossroads right now or coming up against one. Let's just see what the cards say and we'll get clarity on that. So for my Leos in career, please make it clear. Thank you. Two of Swords. So twos are always a decision to be made. Now, I have to admit, I have done your reading before, just yesterday, and then I had to scrap it because there was a problem with the camera. So, and so you got Two of Swords before, I will just be honest. And when we have return cards, we pay attention, but it's just as I was saying. So whenever you get twos and tarots, there's a choice to be made. And in this specific choice, I think there might be a little bit of cloudiness, confusion, possibly fear for some of you guys of going forward. And that's because when we feel those things, we're not linked to our instincts. We're not linked to our intuition. And oftentimes it manifests in just kind of a feeling, right? So then it's about getting back in touch with our instincts and our intuition, getting back into whatever you call it, right? Your inspiration, your guides. All right, what else for my Leos? Three of Pentacles. So this is bringing in the element of other people. This is about collaboration. Clarify Three of Pentacles for me, thank you. Moving forward despite all odds, despite possible conflict, despite, we'll see. What is it despite? Please make it clear, Spirit, for my Leos. Despite. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune upside down. So when this is right side up, this is a sense of belonging. You are exactly where you're supposed to be in the life cycle. Things are moving forward. When we have it in reverse, there's a sense of discord. Let's get a little bit more with that. My Leos in career. Check your bodies, see if it resonates, you guys. Page of Cups. So it feels like Two of Swords. I want clarity on Two of Swords before I say anything. And then flipped as the Fool. Eight of Pentacles, which is the work card, and the Hierophant. So Hierophants represent institutions, also our disciplines, what we believe, and our belief systems, and putting hard work into this with the Eight of Pentacles. I do feel that you have approached your career in a rational, structured way. You've put a lot of work into something, an approach, a strategy in your career that you feel is deemed to work, you know? And here you have something a movement forward with a collaboration with others. Why the indecision? I'm wondering if you, why are we getting the Two of Swords? Page of Pentacles. There's a sense of newness that might be challenging. It's not bad. This is really good, but this is where you might have to hit the books again. You might need to research. You might need to brief yourself on something, because there is this opportunity and it can be really positive, but there is a little bit of a resistance, and it has to do with the collaboration efforts of others with you. So coworkers or a new project moving forward. And it just feels kind of like a fresh pond and the water's a little cold and you're like, okay, I gotta loosen up and change gears. So there's a sense of an invitation to adapt here. But there is this Two of Swords, which is this, a decision that needs to be made. Leos, Seven of Swords. Okay, I think there's something you don't quite trust about this. Seven of Swords. That is a sense of a little bit of deception. I want to make it really clear that this is a positive reading. It really is. It's a positive reading. But there is an interesting little tug of war going on. There's this opportunity. There's moving forward with a collaboration of others. I'm not quite sure if some of you guys don't feel quite recognized for your efforts and your authority on things. And so you feel, the words trampled on come to mind, but I think that there's this invitation to collaborate with some new people or on some new endeavor. And you're kind of just checking yourself with all of this. You're checking the situation. The High Priestess, yeah, getting back in touch with your intuition. So right now, it's like you're running on your inner strength, right? But it's almost like you're listening extra hard for an outside voice, outside guidance, and that's your intuition with this. I do feel that there's lots of potential with this, but also I can't help but feel that I wouldn't be surprised if you got Seven of Pentacles or something, because I feel that the card that hasn't popped out is one that talks about the work that you've put into something already. Okay, yeah, I don't think you really trust this group of people. This came out that upside down. This is Three of Cups, groups, good times, celebrations, friends. But I feel that the collaborators you have, you're kind of like, I'm going to fall back on myself and my own advice before I fall back on yours. Anything else for my Leos? What about advice on this situation, okay? We get the situation. If this is resonating to the Leos, this is resonating to, I think you guys probably want to know, well, okay, cool, what about that? So what about that? Any advice from Tarot as far as moving forward? Thank you. Stability, that's a great card. So stability, what about this stability? Okay, so definitely being encouraged. Good times are ahead, stable times are ahead, but keep your energies close to you, keep your resources close to you. And this also came out in your previous reading. I think you and Aries as well. You're going to be happy if you save. That's literally like mind your money, and there is a sense of maybe a gift coming or a generosity sharing. So it's interesting. This really suggests that put yourself and your stability first. You'll be very happy. Intuition's going to is kicking in, but it's like, take care of yourself. It's like the directions, the instructions when you get on a flight. They're like, put your mask on first and then put your mask on your children or other people. It always struck me as funny when I was a kid, because I was like, you should put others first. But no, you got to think clearly. You got to be at your best. You have to be clicked into intuition if you want to do best in the collaboration, if you want to do best at work. So put yourself first by taking stock of what you need and actually monetarily being resourceful, efficient, and not overspending. And you're going to hit this beautiful stable spot. And I think that intuition is going to be really key in this, kicking in when you feel a little more safe. Because no matter how many Seven of Swords you get, no matter how much your spidey sense says, I don't know if I trust this group of people. If you're strong enough inside yourself with the Strength card, which you have in spades, when you have that confidence of like, nothing's going to knock me off balance because I got me. I got myself. Like, I'm all taken care of. Everything's buttoned up. Nobody can really hurt me. They're all on the outside. You're good to go. All right, so I hope that's helpful. And I'm going to gather these back up. I love these two decks for you specifically on this reading, so I'm going to use them again for your love reading. If this is at all resonating, if you're still with me, go ahead and hit the like button. I so appreciate it. It lets me know that people are getting something out of my readings and this interesting compulsion to read for people. Okay, Leos. Shuffle for love. Shuffle for love. Taking cards that only flip out, putting this aside. Right side up. If they flip out upside down, I read them that way, but we start with them right side up. Leo's got one out, the Magician. Upside down. The Emperor. Well, I can already tell you that your title of this video is going to have something to do with not being messed with and taking charge of your life. Nobody's going to be able to mess with you, I don't think, in October. Meaning nobody's going to get anything by you. You're all about linking back up with your, deeper with your spidey senses, with your intuition. Dang. I feel like somebody has been trying to mess with you a little bit. And you know it. And you have one card that is upright in this entire spread, and that is the Emperor. And that is like, that's just what it sounds. It's the authority. Nobody's good. There's no, I wouldn't be surprised if you got a King or Queen of Swords here. There's nobody who's going to be able to mess with you. You're not going to compromise. You're not going to be compromising in the month of October. It's kind of like in your career reading, that Strength card was the first one out. And it was like, you got inner strength, you know, clarity on the Emperor. And you might be feeling some overthinking or worry. It doesn't come out that way. It doesn't appear that way to others. That would be the private world of you and your relationships. Okay, we got Page of Swords and we got Seven of Cups. So I think you've been, there might even be a sense of little gossip going around, or some hearing something, talking about something verbally, communication-wise, has contributed to this worry and anxiety, but has something to do with options. It has something to do with what's real and what's not. Like, what do I believe here? I'm going to get another deck. These cards just flew out, and I like to listen to synchronicities. So we have Eight of Swords and Ten of Swords upside down. So somebody's kind of stuck a little bit because there's a resistance to an ending here. Who is this? Okay, now we have the Emperor upside down. So we have somebody in a relationship that is, now you guys could be still with this person, or you could be broken up. But there is an attachment here. There is a refusal to move forward, let things go, and a resistance to this ending. And because of that resistance, there's this stuck cycle. And what people forget about the Eight of Swords is that she can unbind herself and she can take that blindfold off anytime. But this person is not feeling like an emperor. They're feeling their power is sapped from them. This comes with language like, well, they did this to me, or yeah, but they always, whenever I start to shine, they always take my energy, or they always knock me down, or they, it's their fault, da, da, da. The moment this emperor turns upright is the moment they realize, they start taking responsibility for their emotions, and they realize that they can take that blindfold off and unwrap themselves as a result of simply switching up the language, of being like, yeah, people do what they do for their own reasons, but I am my own entity and I can choose to feel something different today. So this is not a conversation they're having right now. They're definitely very in the resistance to a hard ending. It was hard. It's hard. It's painful. And so they're feeling very stripped of their power. Clarity on what to do. Make sure these are upright. Great. What to do for Leos. Two of Wands. Taking a step back. What would help you take a step back? Now, this would suggest travel, maybe a retreat, something that allows you, I say travel because there is water in this picture and sometimes it literally is talking about travel. But I'm saying travel because that is one of those times where you kind of get an opportunity to step back from your life and look down at it, kind of bird's eye view, and see, okay, this puzzle piece needs to move over here and this needs to move over there. So what action is going to allow you to take a step back and look at the big picture? The Lover's card upside down. What we don't often hear about the Lover's card is it talks about a choice. So there's a choice to be made here. But when you're too in a situation, you know, sometimes you're too close to it, you can't see what the heck it is. Yeah, we got the 2 and now we got the 3. So definitely considering travel, definitely considering what do you bring to a relationship? What have you experienced? This allows you to kind of even, there's some nostalgia, not nostalgia, but like walking back into your history of love and relationships. And what patterns have you always held? What kind of people have you always gravitated towards? You're going to find some answers in that, but you're definitely being beckoned to kind of to prepare for a new journey. That's the best way I could say it. Okay. What else for Leos for advice and love? 2 come out. So one is clarifying each other. We have 7 of Swords and we have death. This is not literal death, but this is death to a chapter in life. Recognizing that something has been, the wool needs to be pulled off of somebody's eyes here. This is the card of deception. And so the time of deception is over, basically. And that's kind of why I think tarot is suggesting taking a step back. Because think about when a chapter has come to an end, whether it's a job, a lifestyle, a home or something, there's almost something we need to do to cleanse our palates, you know? And so I guess at this point, I'm going to just be repeating myself. Any more advice? This one really wants to come out and this one is buzzing. Okay. So consider that this offer, if this is suggesting that an offer is being made, and it might be because it's a half-ass offer, or it might be just because there's just natural apathy, not too much interest in this offer that somebody is getting. It comes out with a clarifying card, and that is the Magician, which is starting from scratch, brand new. He has at his fingertips the Wands, the Pentacles, the Swords, the Cups, and he can create anything he wants from that. So this is kind of like boredom with a choice, with an option, with this offer coming through. And this is a passion offer, right? It's a cups. So it's linked to our emotions, our passions. And this is kind of like, I feel like what tarot is telling you in relationships is cleanse your palate, take a step back, consider all that you've been through, consider what you bring to a relationship. You're going to get so much perspective from that. Now, it might not be travel for you. It could be a walk. It could be a hike. It could be just a drive and listening to all your favorite music in the car. But whatever it is, allows you to get perspective. It allows you a safe place to zoom out. And because you have a gift and the gift of inspiration waiting for you. And when you feel the magician in your life, there's nothing more exciting, because it's almost like you're in collaboration with spirit, whatever you call it, God, guidance, spirit, nature, science, but you are in collaboration with it and you're creating something new. And that's what this reading is about. All right, I adore you guys. Check out your weeklies. They'll be coming out next week. They're just weekly shorts and they're a lot of fun. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Bye.